puts like a blanket over her head, bro, and she get up in the camera.
With the G-A-N-G, that's the gang. Hoodway or no way, that's the count, that's the gang. Bitch, I'm with the G-A-N-G, that's the game. Red dot on the Glock, so it ain't no need to aim. Feel like major pain, cause a nigga bringing pains. Hoodway or no way, that shit running through my veins.
What's up, YouTube? It's Hoodway Aya, back in another video. I know y'all finna like do too much, but don't do it. I know I've been gone, like I keep saying I'm gonna keep posting videos and I keep leaving, but for real this time, y'all, for real. I know I've been gone, but I'm back for real this time. Like, I'm gonna stay consistent. I know y'all like boo, tomato, but nah, like I'm dead serious this time. Like, I'm for real, like no funny. So for that, I got a treat for y'all. I got a treat for y'all. I'm gonna do the story time on when I got catfished. I didn't think I ever want to tell this story, but it's funny. Like, I told it on my I told it on one of my like close friends stories that I have on Snapchat, but I didn't never think I would like, you know, like put it out here for YouTube. So man, let's get into the story, bro. I got a couple videos for y'all too, or I might add like some screenshots or something, but I might have deleted all of them. So I'm gonna add this video though. Let's get into this video, man. All right, so boom, I gotta give y'all some backstory first, how I met old girl. So we on Instagram, but wait though, it's not just Instagram. I used to play this game called IMVU. I know y'all know what game I'm talking about. IMVU, like IMVU, Mies, shoot, low key like Pop Tropica. There's other few games, but yeah. So I know y'all know them games. I wasn't actually like playing that game at that time. Basically, all the people from like IMVU who did like either made clothes or did YouTube. Like, I did YouTube and I made clothes on there. Just, you know, it kind of sparked my creative side a little bit. So I made like YouTube music videos and stuff. So yeah, so all the people who like creators or YouTubers, anything, like transferred over to Instagram. So it was like we're just posting like our snippets or like just having like little conversations or whatever, right? So boom, everybody used to post like their avatar or stuff like that, and then there's this one section that you put on your what is called, you put in your highlights. So in your highlights you'll post your BTA, which is what you look like behind the avatar. So that's how you catch like that's just how you see what people look like in real life or whatever, because you know people was making friends and stuff, so you want to know who you're talking to. A little bit of backstory. So also, this was in like 2016, 2017, I want to say. Like, I was a senior in high school, and then it transitioned over to like freshman in college, y'all. Mind you, I'm a senior in college right now, right? So boom, everybody on Instagram. So it's this girl, like she'll always post, but she'll be posting about like, I don't know, just like random stuff, and then she'll post like that shit because she was in like a little relationship or whatever. So she'll be posting how the girl got her messed up, da. So boom, you know me, you feel me? Like, we end up conversating a little bit, right? So boom, we end up talking. So then I found out she's still like talking to the old girl, but like, you know, the girl was like cheating on her and stuff. So I'm telling her like, dang, that's crazy, whatever, just waiting on my turn, you feel me? So we end up getting together or whatever. She was done with old girl, so me and her was like you know, we was on talking terms, flirting and stuff. I don't think it was actually like, that was like my girlfriend at the time, right? So boom, months, like I don't even know how long it was. I want to say it was like, I ain't gonna count, I think we ended up being together for like a week or whatever. And I found out she was still talking to the other girl. So like, y'all, when I tell you like my heart was broke, my heart was broke, bro. Like, I was hurting crazy. Like, I don't know what it was. She had me messed up, bro. So then boom, we ended up getting back together. I was being a little simp, something, I don't know what it was. We got back together after she cheated on me, right? So we talking for the longest time, y'all. Like, we in like a full-blown relationship. Like, and mind y'all, we used to talk on the phone and on FaceTime, but like, I'm not the type of person that like, I used to not be like the type of person who put their face like in the camera all the time on FaceTime, but like for some reason it's better when you on FaceTime, like instead of a regular call. Like, I still do the same thing now. I really don't be in the camera like that. So, you know, I used to say little stuff like, oh, babe, let me see you, or babe, like pick up the camera or something like that. Y'all, she would always swerve it, and not in like the most, it wouldn't be in like no weird way, so I wasn't really like thinking of it, nothing like that. So, or like just, you know, you would think somebody would like flash themselves in the camera or whatever. So mind you, this girl telling me like, I just started catching on the little stuff she was saying, and it ended up being a lie. So she tell me like she got a little sister. So mind you, her sister always like whenever we on the phone, her sister always around. Like, so another detail, we're gonna call her by her catfish name. I don't care, because I know a few of y'all probably, no, I don't think y'all knew, I don't think I was posting her name in that. And so her catfish name was Addie, right? So we're gonna talk about Addie. So Addie will always like have me messed up, right? And mind you, that's the name she told me. She told me her name was Addie. She got a little sister. So her little sister would always like be in her room and stuff, and saying like, I think she was saying like her real name, or like, and she'll catch her like shh, like, and I'm like, bro, what you mean shh? And then the girl be like, oh, and then she'll like slide something in there about her name. So I'm like, bro, huh? So I'm dubbing it, it's whatever. So like, still, I don't know, I want to say like months was going by, but it just seemed like it all happened, like it was a long time, bro. So I started noticing little stuff. Like, she also told me like her mama was dead, y'all. Mind you, this girl was crazy, bro. She told me her mama was dead. So I hear a lady like coming in the crib, and I'm like, oh, who's that? And she like, oh, that's my mama friend. Mind you, she saying this her own, like she owned this house, like her and her little sister and her grandpa lived there, but that's her house. And she said she got a baby too, y'all. I'm starting to remember all this, y'all. She said she had a baby too. So I'm wondering like, oh, like where your mama at? She like, oh, my mama died. So I'm like, dang, that's crazy. And then she was posting like about the baby on Instagram. So I'm like, oh, like where your jit at? Like, you never had your jit. And she'd be like, oh yeah, he stayed with his dad. I've been trying to get custody of him. They won't let me see him, or like little stuff like that. I don't know, it was weird. So I'm like, dang. In my mind, I'm thinking, if you ain't got your jit, you must be a bad person. But shoot, I don't know what it was. I wasn't even thinking about nothing. So I'm thinking she's trying to get her jit back. Her mama dead. Like, she just going through it. Boom. One day, I think the lady came to the crib, and I'm like, who is that? Why she yelling at you like she your, like that? So that's your mama or whatever. Like, why your mama friend talking to you like she your mama? Like, you feel me? My mama friend talking to me like that? No, bro. Like, I'm not going. So I can't remember if she told me that was her mama, or like, I think she ended up telling me that's her mama. And mind y'all though, we was like talking for a while, so she probably forgot that she told me her mama was dead. So I don't think I ever brought it back up again, cause I'm like, huh? Like, I thought your mama was dead. And she was like, actually I did bring it up. And she was like, we get into it a lot, we always arguing, so I just said she was dead. And I'm thinking in my head like, huh? Like, you gonna just off your mama like that just cause y'all be getting to it, and just cause she don't like be, like, mind you, lady never been there, so she never be there. So I'm like, but she in your life, like, she come when she want to. I guess she be with her dudes or whatever, but whatever. So boom, that was one lie right there. Like, she told me her mama was dead, bro. I'm like, why would you, who would lie about something like that? So that was like strike, that really was like strike 5, but I'm just saying that was strike 1 of me trying to like figuring out what's going on. I think I told her like get on FaceTime, cause one time she like moved her arm in the camera, and she was like brown skin, but the girl that you catfishing, Addie, she like light skin. So I would notice like her like move her arms and stuff in the camera. I'm like, this girl brown skin, this not matching up, or like the skin texture, like it just don't look the same like as in the pictures or whatever. So I'm like, telling her like this whole time, telling her like get in the camera, da 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 da, and she like dubbing it crazy. And like she used to always like just do random stuff just to change the subject. So mind y'all, I'm like really into this girl, so I'm trying like dang, like I'm like I don't want this at the end, but she got me effed up. So boom, I ended up getting her to tell me one time like, bro, if you don't want to get in the camera and I think I just ended up saying like, I know you catfish, like you won't even get in the camera, da da da. So she give me this whole side story about, oh, how she don't think nobody was gonna accept her, so she used her friend, da 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 da. So I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta be like that with me. Like I'll accept you for who you are. Like we still be cool, da da da. So boom, she ended up getting back in the she ended up like sending me a picture. So I'm like, show me who you really are. So she ended up sending me a picture, y'all, and it was like a brown skinned girl. And she like, you know, she wasn't ugly, so I'm like, but you could have just been real with me. And she was just like, I ain't think da 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 da. So she ended up like, mind y'all, after this she ended up like breaking up with me too. So I'm like, wow, like I was accepting you and stuff, and you gonna break up with me? So boom, we ended up getting back together again. So after that I'm like, dang, I don't want us to break up again, so I ain't gonna bring up nothing, and I'm gonna just leave the FaceTime stuff alone, all that. So something told me, nah, she's still in the same person, because she won't send me no selfies. She won't like add me on Snapchat and send me like stuff, because I send you stuff, or like she still won't FaceTime me, even though I know who she is now. Like it's not adding up. It's not adding up. So I'm like getting the camera. So at this point, her and her little sister being mad aggravating. So they like over there playing around, teasing me and stuff, just like, oh, you want me to get in the camera? I'm getting the camera, da da da. The way they was talking about like twerking or whatever, cause she was like, you want me to twerk in the camera? So my job, I'm not like a bit like booty person. Like I don't really care for that twerking or whatever. But I'm like, oh, she finna twerk on the phone, so I can see who she is. So I'm like, yeah, twerk, like get up and dance, whatever. So y'all, why this girl like puts like a blanket over her head, bro, and she get up in the camera like backwards and start like dancing. I think like I'm gonna insert the video for y'all, but she got up and started dancing, and mind you, it's a mirror like right behind her. So I'm trying to like, cause this is why I recorded it, so I can like try to catch, like I was screen recording, so I can try to like catch her, like if she's in the slipping, or if like the blanket start falling something. And then there was a mirror behind her, I think. So I was trying to like see if she like flash herself in the mirror. Yeah, this girl did not show herself. So after that point, I'm like, bro, like I'm going off on her, like you got me messed up, like you a catfish, da da da. But I'm letting it go by smooth. Like I don't really like all that confrontation stuff. I don't like that weird junk. So boom, I end up telling her like, I know you catfish, da da da. So then she end up finally like sending me like who she really is, and end up like getting in the camera and all that. Like I see her sister. That's another thing, like her sister didn't look like nowhere near like the other girl's sister. Like she didn't look like she could be her sister at all. So I'm like, how that's your sister? Y'all don't favor at all. Like that was crazy. So boom, she told me who she finally showed me who she was, and she'll get on FaceTime with me like every once in a while, da da da. We end up like staying together or whatever. So let me tell you how, bro, she's so ungrateful, bro. So I'm doing all this, like I done found out you catfished me like twice, like you, and she lied about everything. She done like cheated on me. Y'all remember at the beginning of the story, she cheated on me. So this how we end up like actually like breaking up, y'all. We was like together for mad long. Like when I tell you, like I think I graduated. I was in college. My birthday had already passed too. I was born in August. And we was probably together for a long, mind y'all, I just got out of contact with her like I want to say a few months ago for like the final time, y'all, because she's crazy. This how I found out, like, she was grimy, bro. We used to always be on the phone, y'all, like in the morning, at night, 24/7, like never hang up. So one morning she was acting crazy. So I'm like, what you doing? Like, why you acting weird? So she like, oh, nothing, da da da. She'll hang up the phone. I'm like, why you keep hanging up on me? So she was like, for no reason, I'm just chilling, something like that. So next thing I know, I hear somebody in the background. I'm like, bro, who is that? She like, oh, that's the TV. I'm like, oh, whatever. So then I hear something again, and she like responded to them. So she like, oh yeah, I'm ordering Uber. She said, my friend here, I'm ordering Uber Eats or something for us. So I'm like, bro, what you ain't tell me your friend came, like when your friend came. And she was saying like some girl name. So I'm like, when your friend came, she was like, she was just saying like she just came or whatever. So I'm like, whatever. So then she tell me again, I asked her like, who is it? Like what friend it is? And she like, oh, that's nobody here. So I'm like, bro, you're lying. Like, why do you keep lying? So she's saying nobody there. Next thing I know, yo, I hear a kissing sound, like I'm like, what the, like, I'm like calling her name, like, bro, stop playing with me, da 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 da, right? And she like ignoring me, like all I hear is kissing, bro. Like, when I tell y'all I was tight. So I hung up, and I think I don't know if I text her or what, but she ended up blowing up my phone. And to that, like that day on, bro, I stopped messing with her for real. So I ended up trying to like get back with one of my favorite ex or whatever. And she messed that relationship up. Like, she'll always like, cause I had got back on IMVU for a little bit, and my favorite IMVU ex or whatever, she was on there. So she'll like pop in the room. Mind you, this girl never really got on IMVU like that. Like, we just was like on Instagram and stuff. So she'll pop up in the room with me and my ex or whatever, and like she messed up the whole relationship. Like, I'm like, damn, bro, I was just trying to get back on that. You coming over here after you done cheated on me. So boom, I think I was trying to talk to somebody else, but I was like, nah, I ain't really want to. So then I was like, I got bored, so I told her we could get back together. So we got back together. Y'all, we was probably together like a few days, I ain't gonna count, maybe like a couple weeks, until I had went back to school, because it ended up being like summertime. So I went back to school. I had started working, and I met this girl where I work at. So I'm like, oh yeah, bump all this internet junk, like you done lied, you done cheated, all that. I'm like, bump all this internet junk, bump all this, you know, avatars, Instagram, whatever. So I dropped her for the other girl, and then ever since then I didn't like her no more. Like, to this, I don't know, it's like once you talking to somebody and they steady like doing you wrong, it's like you start to hate them. I wouldn't say like I hate nobody, but you start to like feel like disgusted by like stuff they do. So I started like feeling disgusted like every time. Like, if I thought about her, it's like, or like she would text my phone and be like, oh, I know you miss me, I know you want to be with me, da da da, I love you. I'm like, like, you're disgusting to me now. Like, I don't even know what I was doing. Like, that wasn't really me. Like, I was just kidding. So yeah, ever since then, she was like, I'll end up blocking her. She'll make like new iClouds and stuff, and yeah, so I stopped blocking her. And then I think another time when I blocked her, she had called my mama, y'all. Mind y'all, my mama didn't know or think that I was like gay, you feel me? Like, this was like right after, this was like right my like freshman year. I wasn't even like dressing masculine for real. So yeah, she had like called my mama, and I found out. So I got mad at that, but then we kept going back together. Like, that junk was toxic, bro. She messed up my new relationship with the girl I work with, bro. And it's crazy, because I be thinking about that junk, like, how you do that? So I'm with old girl, and I dropped the Catfish for my new lady. So I ain't want to block her though, because she ended up calling my mama and stuff. Like, she did all that weird stuff, like calling my mama, calling my brothers, sisters, whatever. So I didn't want to block her. I was just gonna let it like fizzle out and for her to stop on her own. So she used to always call my phone while I'm with the girl. So I'm like, bruh, so if I ignore it, she think it's something, or if I pick it up, she still don't think it's something. So she be like, oh, every time that person call you, you don't answer, da da da. But one time I did answer, she was like, oh yeah, that time when you answered, you sounded irritating, so that must be somebody you talk to. So I told her, like, to be real, like, I didn't think it was nothing to talk about, but that's my ex. Like, she keep trying to get back with me, I don't want to. She like, oh, nobody gonna keep calling your phone with them. If you keep denying them and like rejecting them, they're not gonna keep calling your phone. I'm like, yes, she will. She like, nah, she ain't gonna do that. You ain't even block her. I was like, yeah, cause if I block her, you know, she gonna be calling my mama phone and stuff. That's weird. So she was like, oh, then da da da. So then she was like, you could have got a new number. And I'm like, bruh, I don't have the same. Mind y'all, I hate changing numbers. Like, I had just got this number that I have now, and I still have it. Like, I hate changing my number. So she was like, oh, you just making excuses. So boom, we ended up stop talking. Like, I was so mad about that, bro, y'all. I was upset, but it is what it is. You feel me? I don't really care about that. So yeah, that was a story about when I got catfish. Yeah, that was it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm gonna make a little bit of a comeback, y'all. I'm gonna get back on this YouTube job. I got a lot coming for y'all. I'm probably gonna have my lady in the next couple of videos, so just y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have some fun, bro. It's Hoodway, no way. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your mama, your daddy, your grandma, auntie, uncle, niece, nephew, dog, sister, brother. Man, share this video with everybody, bro. I'm not gonna stop posting. I'm gonna post on my Instagram and tell y'all. I've been doing polls, so I'm gonna post on my Instagram and ask y'all what y'all want to see. Y'all can text me and tell me what y'all want to see. I got stuff coming from my clothing brand. I got school videos, whatever y'all want. So let me know. I can do another story time too. No way, it's Hoodway, no way on game.
We ain't on none of that rah-rah, pull up.